I've been waiting like, I don't know, eons to make a video. And I think it's just because like I'm always like, oh, well, I look busted right now. But when I look busted, that's when my mind be like the most free. You know what I mean? Like I just be sitting here talking to myself and I'm like, see, I could just be recording this, but no, I'm not. So, um, I think that the way this is gonna work is I'm just going to start recording myself talking about the shit that I talk about to myself. I'm just gonna start like whipping out the camera and talking my shit. Cause there are times where I'm talking to myself where I'm like, that was kind of a word. Somebody could have maybe used that. You know what I mean? That sounds so self-righteous and weird, but I'm not even trying to be like that. I'm just genuinely like, I've always wanted to, I think, share more of myself on the internet, but I think that a lot of the times I get very scared. Um, because I like this shit scares me now. The internet is not what it used to be, obviously, as we know. And as we have seen. But even 10 years ago, I feel what was it? 2015. 2015, I mean, I feel like the internet, like it was starting to get a little messy for sure. But I don't think that we were fully grasping just yet just how bad it was on our psyche and how just I guess how much companies were going to start, trying to take it over and like monetize it because I do feel like that's part of the reason why it's so bad today. But yeah, we're just kind of in a place where I'm scared to be myself. Real shit, like let's keep it a buck. Like I'm scared to be myself on the internet because I'm scared I'm going to say one wrong thing or do one wrong thing and now y'all want to take jobs. And I'm not even saying like canceled for something that I should be canceled for, but really is saying something that pisses off like I don't know a Swiftie and now I'm getting doxxed. Like I don't have the mental willpower to deal with that. Like I would go like Super Saiyan on people. Like I go crazy. And I didn't watch whatever has to do with Super Saiyan, so I don't know. I'm assuming that means go crazy, go off. Okay. But yeah, I'm here. And I really intend for these to be kind of just a stream of consciousness, like just whatever's on my mind is just going to be talked about if it's appropriate. We're not going to get too crazy up in here because I do have a living to make. I do. And also, I don't like people in my business like that. Like, I really don't. I think I'm glad that because I mean, for a long time, I remember being younger, like even 10 years ago, back again when the internet was fun. I wanted to be like an influencer so bad. And I wanted to move to LA. And, I really wanted to go there and, be famous and, just like peruse around and gallivant and, do a whole lot of nothing. Like that was truly the life. And now I'm starting to see that, to to be a certain level of influencer, I feel like there is parts of yourself that you gotta sell. But also in the same breath, really, what job are you not selling some of yourself for anyway? So you might as well do what you would like. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like, it's just I don't know, it's crazy. I was sitting here talking to myself about work and just how I think a lot of people here lately, are not really feeling work. I keep seeing a lot of articles in general, but I keep seeing a lot of articles that are about, how Gen Z, like they're not really feeling the workforce. And I'm like, okay, so I don't know how y'all expect the girls to feel the workforce and want to be at work when it's like work for what? Like pennies and dimes? Like a lot of people they're not getting what they deserve, you know what I mean? And I'm blessed to a degree. I'm not like I am poor. Like, I definitely live paycheck to paycheck, but I can, at least do a little something, something on the weekends if I want to, you know what I mean? And there was a point in time where I was not able to do that. Um, but even then, work still feels daunting. And I think that, I really don't know how that's gonna look for us, as we continue down this road that we're going down in the government. But we just and I just really, you know, and like when yeah, and you really, I like how you like how that my teeny tiny vacuum is just sitting out. I have been so depressed lately that I like my apartment is disgusting. It's not disgusting. It's not the places that I have lived in previously and or have seen in a past life. I'm doing fine, but like in the grand scheme of things, but to healed me, this is messy boots. And there's literally boots like on the floor, like right over there. But I've just been so beside myself because I feel like I'm truly just grieving the world right now, and the fact that like the world that I thought I was going to be able to grow up in, especially once I started to love myself more and like become more, I think, present in my own life. Now I'm doing that, and now the world wants to go to shit. Like, girl, I just got a brain like 2 months ago. Now you bitches wanna, y'all, now you wanna like ruin my whole life. Like, what? Like, I just started life, bitch. I was born 2 months ago. Like, literally, goo goo gaga. Like, I'm not really about this. Like, I wanted to enjoy myself just a little bit. Damn. Which I'm not saying that we can't. I still feel like Americans, though, uh, right now there's a lot of stuff happening. I do feel like we are so privileged to a point that A, we don't get up and really fight for shit. And then B, you know, oh my God. What's the second point I was gonna make? I don't remember. Fuck Obama. Like, he's the one, like, it's just all his fault, y'all. He did it. I wouldn't have voted for him for a third term. Like, all you white people that were saying that when you're trying to be cool with the black people, it's not true. You wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have done it. No, like, he was whack. I'm just kidding. I feel like, the Obama presidency, that was the last time like America was respected. Whether you like Obama or not, I'm not a politician girly. Like, I don't really fuck with none of these people. Like, I don't trust none of them. But at least Barack had like a personality that was like not fucking annoying. Which the thing is Donald Trump is camp boots the house. Like, she is so extra. And like, I think it was Caleb Heron that said, like he should be a like a gay dude doing like fashion police or something. Like, honestly, fuck Joan Rivers. Like, you put Donald Trump in there, like he's gonna read the girls down. Like, and you know it. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's really unfortunate, but I think that's the thing is like, and I think the reason why a lot of these folks give gay, but they're not, and they're so against it is because it's not because they are gay, but it's because that they are gay. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like sexually attracted to other men, but they're like queens. Like, they're queen. You want to queen out. Like, you want to be extra. You want to be flamboyant. You know what I mean? You wanna fake, like, curl your hair behind your ear when you're bald, like, you wanna do that shit. I know you want it so bad, you want it so fucking bad, like, you are fiending to just, like, act like a bitch a little bit, like, you couldn't pay me to give enough of a fuck about gender and the performance of it to not just act like myself at this point, bitch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bitch? You want like You want me to live in this world and act like I don't like being dramatic and flicking my wrist? Bitch, I don't like, I'll go tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing, you can't make me, you can't make, like, I'm not doing that. Y'all are going to have to, like, pry circuitry out of my fucking cold dead hands, bitch. This is mine, bitch. I'm all about it. You know what I mean? And I'm all about acting campy. And I just think that, that man is camp. He's camp boots the house. And but also boring. And that's the thing too. It's like them girls on that side, they be boring. Boring, like girl snooze fest. Like they just like no personality, nothing. And that's not everyone for I'm trying to act like I got an audience and there's just like hella people watching this, but you know, it's like it's just not it's just y'all don't be eating like that. Y'all don't really eat like you think you do. And somebody would say, well, bitch, you eat a lot because you fat, and bitch, your mama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that in advance because I feel like anytime I get on the internet for real, the very few times that I have, you always get those few comments that, really have to go for your weight. Bitch, y'all trying to act like I ain't gotten called fat at least 450 times today, at least in people's minds. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Girl, your mama's fat. Do you cuss her out? You telling her to stop making that casserole? No, the fuck you didn't because it's fucking good, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like y'all just you don't really think before you speak because it goes back to being unoriginal. You know what I mean? It's not inspired. Like you haven't gone through enough shit. You haven't felt enough humiliation. You haven't felt enough shame and guilt and sadness and woe is me and victim and boo boo the foo and all that. You haven't felt enough of that to be funny. You haven't felt enough of that to really gain a personality, a sense of community, a place in the world. Like you ain't got shit. You know what I mean? You're sitting up there looking like the emoji. You know what I mean? Like that's boring. You're boring. Like you're simple. You know what I mean? And like there's nothing wrong with being simple, but there's something wrong with being simple. Like you can't come from me when you are simple. What do you give? You are simple, bitch. Like you're simple. Like what do you give? You know what I mean? Like you're not even funny like that. You can't do it. Um yeah. This is all chalant, I guess. It's just me. I was gonna say yelling at the mic, but really, I'm not yelling. This is probably as loud as I can be without disrupting this entire building of people. Apart, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna go because we're 13 minutes in, baby. I gotta be quiet. Like I could just, y'all know, I could just keep going. Truly, and this is what I'm saying. I'm like, I talk so much to myself. I'm like, I might as well like record it and like see if y'all like want to support the kid and help me out, like whether that's hang out, chill, comment, have a good time, and or monetarily, mama, I love money. I do I love it as a resource. A lot of y'all have too much of it and don't know what to do with it, but I think that if I had more of it, I would know exactly what to do with it. I just burped. And so I really yeah. I was gonna say apartments. So apartments, the things about apartments is I lived at my parents for a second and before I moved here. And I really remembered why I liked having a house, being in a house, living in a house, because you need some outside time, you need to go legit touch grass, like motherfuckers been telling you. Okay, great. I'm gonna go touch grass in my private backyard. Like here, girl, you're in an apartment. Ooh, you have community spaces, bitch. I don't want nobody to see me. And it's so funny too because I'll sit here and preach like community, like we all need to love each other. And I'm like, ew, girl, ew. I want nobody to watch me doing nothing. But it's true. Like, it's like y'all are weird. Like, people be weird. And people have this affinity for like just staring me down without question. I'm like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Because truly, if it's like, oh, you hate how I look, okay, bitch, fuck you, look the other way. Why are you looking at me then if you don't like what you're seeing? if you're trying to fuck, then you need to say something. You need to open your mouth because it'll probably happen. And, if it's for other reasons, then it's like, girl, mind your business. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like motherfuckers don't mind their business. Ain't nobody minding their business. Ain't nobody minding their business. That's the thing. That's why we are where we are as a country. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just people up in people business. Anyway, apartments, like the thing is about apartments is, bitch, like I have to be around a ton of people and I can't scream and yell and be fucking annoying. And the thing is I love to be annoying. Oh my God. I love to be a menace to society. It feels fun, fresh, fruity. It's everything I need it to be in a bag of chips. And I think that, it's really rude and honestly quite racist to not allow me to be as loud as I need to be at any given time. And when you're in an apartment, there's a certain level of quiet that you got to be like, bitch, I want to bell, I want to sing, girl. Like I want to call my friends and cut up and be loud. I want to, I want to watch a movie with surround sound. I want to I don't know. I just want to be a nigga in peace. Damn. But now even houses be renting out for like $3K a piece. I'm like, for a 2-bed, 2-bath built in 1959, not updated? What? Like, have y'all lost your marbles? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing for real? What are we doing for real? What are we doing? What are we doing? Do you know what we're doing? Can you figure it out? Can you tell me? Can you get back to me on that? Please. Please, like, I just want to live in a house, bitch, like by myself. Like, I don't want nobody up in my house. Whoopi, there's sometimes where she really be pissing me off. There's sometimes where people have shown me clips of The View where she's just saying some shit where I just be like, girl, like you sound so like OG in the worst way. Like it doesn't make sense. And then there's sometimes where she says it's something that is just so on point. When she said, I don't want nobody up in my fucking house. She ate. She ate. And I think that, really a lot of y'all need to get that. You do. Like, I think as somebody who, has not dated like that and like don't be out, I think that sometimes it truly is just like, yeah, like fuck. And I'm not even talking about like hooking up, like, girl, get your shit, get your rocks off. Right. But like, I'm just saying, you need to, what was I talking about? How do I forget what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm in the middle of it? Like, y'all gotta listen, you gotta stop doing drugs. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, you doing drugs right now, you gotta stop doing that because that shit will fry your brain. I'm not saying I do drugs. I've never done drugs before. I've never done a drug. I'm just saying that, if you do, you should probably stop because, your memory recall could be inspired by mine. And, that's not really good because I truly like, oh, it's talking about apartments. Some about apartments. Girl, who gives a fuck? Anyway, so yeah, this is kind of just like a trial run. I said that last time and then didn't post nothing for a year. It's literally been like, I think a year since I was about to post like my like podcast trial. I don't know if I want to do a podcast situation no more. I kind of just want to like get on here and talk when I want to talk. And I feel like talking to y'all right now. So yeah. My name is Sierra. You can follow me on Instagram at seeciaire. You can what else do I even have? Girl, I deleted X. Twitter. Why'd I call it X? That's the first time I ever called it X, and I will never say that shit again. Bitch, I deleted Twitter. That fucking bird app, bitch. Fuck the bird app. For real. Cause y'all don't know when to shut the fuck up. So I'm off the bird app for real this time. Off Facebook. Fuck Meta. Still on Instagram because I kind of gotta be if I want to do this. Which is so annoying that they have a grid. Ew. Follow me on Bluesky at Sierra. Follow me, and that is CIAIRE. Get into it. Um, and yeah, I'm out here, and I hope y'all have a lovely day whenever the fuck you're watching this. I don't know. Deuces.